XRP hitting $1,000 per token? Sounds exciting, right? But let's break this down. A leading voice in the XRP community, Rosa, has flatly called this prediction mathematically impossible. She explained that if XRP ever reached $1,000, its market cap would shoot up to $100 trillion. To put that in perspective, the World Bank places the entire global GDP at $111.33 trillion as of 2024. That means XRP at $1,000 would almost equal the value of the world economy itself. This is why Rosa argues that the idea is unrealistic. She added that even hitting $10 would already be a massive achievement, giving XRP a market cap of $1 trillion, still below Bitcoin's. According to her, investors need to be careful not to get carried away by what she calls overly ambitious predictions. But the community is far from united on this. Some pushed back, saying market cap is not a strict limitation. A user under the name FutureXRP claimed that XRP doesn't actually need $100 trillion in new money to justify a $100 trillion valuation. He compared the situation to oil, which some estimate to have a market worth of $300 trillion, but that figure is rarely discussed since oil is treated as a commodity. His point was that crypto should be looked at differently and not through the same conventional lens of market cap. Rosa, however, stood her ground. She acknowledged that while market cap isn't a perfect measure, it still reflects the size and demand for an asset. Without real-world demand, she argued, XRP simply cannot sustain such astronomical price levels. In her view, $1,000 per token is just not practical. So where did the $1,000 prediction come from in the first place? Well, it's not entirely random. Black Swan Capitalist co-founder Versan Aljara has openly set $1,000 as what he even calls a bear target if XRP eventually becomes the key bridge asset for global financial infrastructure. That's a bold statement, suggesting XRP could anchor the global financial system in a way that transforms its value overnight. Adding to this, popular community voice Armando Pantoja went even further, saying that if XRP ever touched $1,000, we would see what he described as full-blown FOMO. In his words, many investors would be scrambling just to own a single XRP token. His perspective highlights the psychological side of crypto markets, where fear of missing out can often drive prices to extreme levels. Others in the community offer more patience, projecting a possible 10-year timeline for XRP to hit $1,000. But let's put numbers into context. As of now, XRP trades around $2.85, down 8.31% over the past week. From this price, XRP would need to climb an astonishing 34,987% to reach that $1,000 mark. It's no wonder Rosa is calling out these predictions as detached from reality. This debate reveals a deeper divide within the XRP community itself. On one side, there are realists like Rosa, who emphasize numbers, demand, and global economic comparisons. On the other side, there are dreamers like Aljara and Pantoja, who see XRP not just as a cryptocurrency, but as the backbone of a new financial order. Here's the critical question. Should investors focus on what is mathematically possible today, or should they bet on transformative scenarios that could rewrite the rules of finance tomorrow? Rosa's perspective is grounded in the present. Her warning is clear: do not be fooled by unrealistic fantasies. For her, the path ahead for XRP is slow, steady growth, with $10 being an achievable milestone before anyone even talks about $1,000. Meanwhile, the optimists remind us that crypto is full of surprises. Bitcoin was once declared dead countless times before reaching all-time highs. Ethereum was dismissed as an experiment, yet now it powers a massive decentralized ecosystem. Could XRP's story be the same? Maybe. But as it stands, reaching $1,000 would require more than speculation. It would need XRP to become the global standard for cross-border value transfer. So, while the dream of a $1,000 XRP is captivating, the reality today is more modest. Investors should balance excitement with realism, because as Rosa says, the numbers simply don't add up.